Open our Bible to the book of Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. He said, Isaiah 40, verse 31, he said, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagle. What is this place telling us? You get speed from God. It is only the Lord that can give you speed that will last long. When you wait upon God, you get strength from God. You are empowered by the presence of God, and you are empowered by the power of God. So divine speed does not come from man, it comes from God. Divine speed does not mean pressure or struggle. It is God stepping into time to accelerate destiny. It is not pressure from man or struggle, but it is when God steps into time to accelerate destiny. When God gives speed, there are some certain things that need to take place in your life. When you are enjoying the speed of God, there are things that need to come your ways. What are those things? Divine speed produces rest. Divine speed gives you rest. Divine speed, it leads to accuracy. But woman speed produces stress. Woman speed, it produces stress. Woman speed leads to mistake. That's why you see some people, they try to make it in life, in business, in career, with their own efforts, and they end up in error. But God's way is not that. God's way give you rest, give you accuracy. You walk in time. There is no delay. Immediately the hand of God is upon you. When you look the Bible in the book of Psalm 127 verse 1, he said, except the Lord build a house, they build in vain that build it. Except the Lord build a house, they build in vain that build it. When you are trying to make it with your own efforts, you are trying to make it with your own strength, you see that error comes up. You see that mistake comes up. But when God is the one in charge, you see that you experience what we call accuracy. Divine speed is released when God takes the lead. For you to enjoy divine speed, you must allow God to take the lead. You must allow God to be the one leading you, holding your hands in that ministry, in that business, in that marriage, in that relationship. You must allow God to take the lead. Anyone that God is leading does not fall into errors. When God go as ahead of a person, obstacle collapse naturally. Those are the things you enjoy when God take the lead. When you allow God to go ahead of you, you see that obstacle collapse naturally, even without you confronting the obstacle. When you read the book of Exodus chapter 14 verse 21 to 22, he said the Red Sea parted not because Israel ran fast. Here's what you should know. There was a time that the children of Israelites, they are faced with the Red Sea, and at their back the Egyptian. But God came through for them, not because they ran fast or not because they are wise, but it was God that is ahead of them. They allow God to lead them. So divine speed comes when you allow God to lead you. You allow God to lead you in the marriage, the relationship, that business that you're about to enter, that business partner you're about to go into business with. When you allow God to lead you, you see that it reveals the errors that are ahead. It reveals the mistake that is ahead. When God is ahead of you, you see that doors open naturally. You don't struggle to open certain doors. Doors open on their own. You see that God removes a resistance ahead of you. What are resistance? Things that try to hinder you. Things that try to stop you. Things that try to manipulate your testimony, your blessings. When God is ahead of you, you see that He removes resistance. God aligns helpers without struggle. Many people, they manipulate men to help them. Listen to this saying. When you beg men to help you, or you beg men to give you some blessings, that is not favor. That is not favor. That is not help. It is a manipulation. What is help? Help has come on their own naturally, even without you seeking for help. So, when divine speed is in the life of somebody, you see that God raised helpers for them in all areas of their life. Waiting on God is not delay. Waiting on God is not delay. It is a preparation for speed. But many people think that waiting on God is delay. No, waiting on God is not delay. It is a preparation. What you call delay is a preparation to God. Hallelujah. Many people think waiting on God slow them down, but waiting actually loads you with strength for sudden acceleration. If you read the Bible, Habakkuk chapter 3 verse Habakkuk 2 verse 3, he said, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. Though it tarry, though you are experiencing delay, wait for it. It must surely come. And when you are waiting on God for divine speed, you see that you experience divine timing. What we call right timing. You see that you experience right connection. You see that you experience right instruction. When the time comes, progress becomes shift and unstoppable. Those are this divine speed. When you are waiting on God, divine speed is backed by heaven. Have this consciousness that anything you are getting from God is being backed by heaven. Yes. If you read the Bible, the book of 1 Kings chapter 18 verse 46, he said, and the hand of the Lord came upon Elijah, and he guided up his loins and ran before Ahab. There was a man called